Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and welcome to Psychic Cafe. I'm going to be doing some channeling this morning for the collective, trying to get into good relationships. And I am also giving mini reads on here as well. So if you're on here live with me, you can get a mini read. If you're not on here live, if you're watching the replay, come along live sometime. I do this 3 times a week, always at the same time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Bangkok time, 8 a.m. That is. If you're on here live, yes, you can get a mini read. Check out the pinned comment. The comment is pinned up top of the live chat that tells you how to get a mini read. It's by donation. There's a PayPal link in there for your donations in that pinned comment for your donation. You can also use Super Chat, Super Sticker here on YouTube if that's easier for you. Go ahead, do that. After you've done your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your comment with your question in for your reading. That can be very specific. It can be yes or no answer question. It can be general guidance or love life guidance, career guidance, whatever. Up to you. So get those coming in while I'm doing my general part of this. Let's see what the guides want to tell us today. Morning, Maria, or good night for you. Hi, Connie. In your new job. Awesome. Is it good? Do you like it, Connie? It's good to hear. Okay. Let's get to it. Twin flames, possibly, if it's even true that they exist. Or are we just talking about divine masculine, divine feminine? In other words, those of us who are doing the inner work and are getting ourselves to this higher vibrational consciousness and all of that and living our lives in alignment. Are we talking about two people like that coming together? Perhaps we are. Perhaps that's what twin flames is. Yeah. I'm on my second coffee today. I've actually made 3. I decided to make 3 this morning. Put my pot of coffee on. I have one in a mug that I have with my breakfast. And then this one is a hot coffee with my frothy milk in it because my milk frother is great. But I realized, and it was in the middle of the night that I realized that I woke up and I couldn't get back to sleep because I'm hungry. I couldn't get back to sleep because I'm hungry, and I'm eating like 5 meals a day now. But I'm losing weight. It's great. But I was hungry and I couldn't get back to sleep. I'm like, I'll make myself a warm drink. And then I had this, I could make hot chocolate in the milk frother. I'm like, whoa. So I put like some cocoa in the milk frother along with milk. And it made perfect hot chocolate. So I tried it yesterday with matcha. No, it fell flat. It could do the hot chocolate, it couldn't do matcha. Matcha is just, it wouldn't froth. Hey Dahlia, good to see you back. Thank you, Dahlia. Oh. And I made an iced coffee for when that one runs out. So I'm all coffeed and ready. Let's get some cards out. Connie. I don't see your donation yet, but PayPal's probably just been slow with the emails. Guys, what do you want to tell us today? I'll see it now, Connie. Thank you for your donation. 5 of Swords. Oh, 5 of Swords in this deck. Someone that's cold-hearted. They don't give a shit at all. They rip people's hearts out. Someone that doesn't care about people at all. Holy crap. But that's not ours, is it? Whew, what a way to start. Let's do Connie's question first. Put that energy on hold. Thanks for your donation, Connie. Will your new job get better? People suck. Well, that's not good. Will it get better? No. Guides, they can be a bit blunt. What the hell, guides? No, it won't get better. People. Yikes. But you're on track. Go for it. Okay. Interesting. The job's not going to get better, but perhaps that's a good thing, because perhaps that means that you'll make a move when the time is right. Your guides think you're on track here. But sometimes it has us kind of in the wrong place. We're putting up with something because it's the step to the next thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like relationships. We do that in relationships, don't we? Too. Sometimes we can get in the wrong relationship just to get us to a place. It's like the guy that I was traveling with that got me here. It probably would have been a very convoluted way to get me on this island another way, but gave me a guy that wanted to travel near here and went along with him, and it was a terrible relationship, but it got me here. Sometimes we are in the wrong position because, and it's a really wrong thing, so that we can leave it easily. Anyway, you're on track. You're in the right position to go for something else, is what this is. When it comes along, have a good time and passion. See it like a stopgap, like like something that has you at the right place at the right time and easily able to let it go because it's not that much fun because of the people there. Have a good time. Like, keep your eye, don't let it get you down, and keep your eye on what you'd really like to do and the kind of people that you'd really like to work with. It feels like something else is going to come along and you're going to be able to hop, skip, and jump over to it. Guides are positive about it. It's an interesting thing, isn't it? When I was going through my spiritual awakening long, long ago, I met a guy called Adam. And Adam, American, Toledo, is where he lived. And I was moving to Australia, and he was kind of complaining that he didn't have the guts to do anything like that, right? He just didn't have the courage to do anything like that. He was like lamenting to me, I wish I could do stuff like that. And I'm like, well, what's so wrong with your life then? What do you want? Because mine, I was around abusive people. I was in a place that I couldn't stand. I couldn't stand living in the UK. Sorry. And I know some people like living. I just couldn't. It just wasn't for me. Hey, and people knew that from an early age. I just couldn't wait to get out of that country. I don't know. My soul has got some kind of a problem with the UK. Anyway, and he explained about his life. He's got a great family, and all of this. And it's like it struck me. It struck me when he was talking about that. It's like, wow. So those of you that have like a good life, good enough, you're happy, you've got happy, a happy family, good people around you, and all of that kind of thing. It actually makes you more stuck. And me, being in a place that I really didn't want to be with an abusive family, it's easier for me to move on and go and do things. And I'm like, oh, so I had an advantage there. It took him a long time to do something new. It was only really in the last few years that it started doing something new. And he's as old as me. Julia, thank you. Haven't seen your donation yet, but I'll let that come through in PayPal's time. So the Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Someone that doesn't give a shit at all about people's hearts, about the way people feel. Oh my God. Who is that? Seven of Swords. What? They don't care, and so they lie. They don't care, and so they cheat. They don't care, and so they will just do anything, say anything. They don't give a shit. Who's that? What the hell? I had a bit of Tinder activity. One guy messaged me a few times in quick succession. My phone going, doot, doot, doot. I'm like, what's this? I look at it. I don't think it was tripping. I think maybe he was high. It was in the morning too. You can get high at any time, I guess, but I don't expect high messages in the morning. He didn't know where he was to start. It says clearly where I am on Tinder, but he was like within 1 kilometer of me, And he was saying it was on a different island, and he was wondering if I was on a different island still. And it's like, you don't even know where you are. And yeah, and I'm like, oh, I just deleted him straight away before I even responded. It's like, this is a tripper. This is someone that's just like off the charts, out of the head. Nah. And then a guy started messaging me last night. Older guy on the island next door said that he had been here. He seems like an interesting guy. He's having a sane conversation, which is good. And he said, if I want you to look me up when he's next on this island and go out for dinner or something. I didn't get the super chat. It pops up on here, Megan. It pops up on the screen if it works. I haven't seen it anyway, unless YouTube has been really slow too, because PayPal's been really slow. You envy people like that, Dahlia. Do you? I'm getting more like that. Not mean or anything, just more able to do what's best for me and care less about how other people feel about that. I'm getting more like that. The Emperor, Divine Masculine. Is this happening to the Divine Masculine? Oh, is the shit going down for the Divine Masculine? He's got his back turned to them. I thought he had shackles on there. It looks like he's got shackles on his wrists, doesn't it? A little bit. It just caught my eye. Like, oh, like incarcerated or just trapped by somebody. Are you telling us what's going on for Divine Masculine here? For a Divine Masculine here? What's up with this? The moon doesn't know what to do. In the unknown. Confused. Dazed, confused. In his emotions. Doesn't know what to do. Oh, shit's hitting the fan for the Emperor. So the Emperor's got someone around him who doesn't care at all. Lying, stealing, cheating, whatever. Doesn't care. He's got his back turned to them, but he seems somehow shackled to them. And he's in the field, doesn't know what to do. There's a longing in this, you know. See how she's wistfully looking at the moon there, and there's a longing to do something, to change something. Empress feeling trapped. Oh, and now the Empress. This is us. What about the Empress? What's she doing? I went training yesterday. I survived it. It didn't make me worse. I'm still a bit sniffy and stuff, but got 2 new trainers. One of them trained me around. He was very impressed. And they call me Yai. They all call me Yai. Yai means big, and it's always my nickname with new trainers. It's my nickname. It's because I've got a really powerful punch. I've got a really powerful punch, so they call me Big. It's the nickname of people like me, strong. So that's interesting. New trainers. And then one of my old trainers who said, don't come in the morning, Claire, come in the afternoon. He misses me. I miss him too. This is the one that's really young. He's like 21, 22. He's my best friend now. He's actually buying my old iPhone from me today, this afternoon. It's in 2 installments. It's like, Claire, can I have it now? If I give you half of the money and then half when I get paid later in the month. I'm like, yeah, of course you can. Dude. Anyway, he wants me to go in the afternoon, so I'm going in the afternoon today. I wouldn't usually do 2 days in a row anymore now that I'm like realizing I was underfeeding myself. You wouldn't believe the amount that I'm eating now. I'm eating so much now, my body is loving it. I was severely under eating. I had no idea. Now my body's losing fat every single day. I'm eating a lot. Yesterday, what did I do? Oh, my one of my shelving units arrived. I ordered 2 from them. I was dubious when it showed up because one of the boxes was smaller than the other one. It's like I ordered 2 exactly the same, and the boxes are different sizes. I'm like, no. I opened it up, and yeah, they sent one of the wrong ones. And it's from China. It took ages to get here. Well, ages. I did it at the weekend. Ordered it probably Thursday or Friday. Still, my kitchen is getting more organised now, and I'm making a lot more things. Didn't get your super chat, Megan. Try again. I didn't get your donation either, Dahlia. Not yet. How did I find out? I found out I was under eating by getting sick. And when I was sick, I got into organizational mode. I was watching someone's a new channel popped up. Have you noticed the algorithm's changed on YouTube so you can actually see new people now? I was just seeing the same things over and over again until a couple of weeks ago. But I was watching this athlete. She's I don't know what her name is, can't remember, but she's a CrossFitter. And just watching her workouts and stuff like that. If you can't do workouts because you're sick, you can watch people do it, get ideas from them. And she, of course, as they do what I eat in a day and stuff like that. Now, she's working out more than me, but not that much more than me. And when I saw what she ate, and she was saying that if she eats any less than this, then, there's implications on her training and all of that. And she's super lean. And I'm like, hang on a minute. And she says, like, I'm only eating this amount because I'm working out for these amount of hours a day. And it's like, I'm working out for about the same, maybe just a little bit less. So I'm like, okay. Well, maybe I need to eat more then. And she was giving me some inspiration because of the recipes that she was making. And so that's when I got into organizational mode about my kitchen. So I ordered like glass canisters and stuff like that, and I ordered just like things that I haven't eaten for a while. So, and I started watching more meal prepping videos, and I started doing what I could with the food that I'd already got because I wasn't fit enough to go shopping or anything. But I had a fair bit in, and I just started eating more. And of course, I wasn't working out at all because I was sick. And my body loved it straight away. And it's like, oh, okay. So not working out and eating more, if my body loves that, that means that eating more, not working out, I need to eat even more when I'm working out. And so I started doing meal prep. I bought like glass containers and stuff to do a lot more meal prep to make sure that I have like 4 or 5 meals a day. Heavy on the protein, and so now I do overnight oats. I make it the night before. That recipe that I was giving you, I kind of do that, but with oats in it now, with lots of berries and a different fruit in it, and then I put fresh fruit on top of it as well in the morning, and have that pretty much as soon as I wake up. And then in mid morning, depends on whether I've worked out or not, I'll have a shake, a protein shake. Then lunchtime, probably early lunchtime, I'm having like chicken fried rice or something like that. A meal that I usually would just have in the evening. I've started making like flatbreads as well from scratch too. I made a whole batch of tandoori chicken, so I make a flatbread, put loads of tandoori chicken in it, homemade tzatziki, just like a lot like that. And then 2 o'clock I'll have another meal, and then I'll have a main meal, and sometimes like after that too. Before bed, I'll have another one. I'll have like granola. My body is loving it. Absolutely loving it. I had no idea. So I was really stressing my body out. Well, I was supposed to go to the hospital on Thursday, but I was too sick to go to check on my blood pressure. But I'm wondering if I was just really stressing my body out by exercising and not eating enough. I was putting on fat. That's the thing. You put on fat because as soon as you eat something, your body's like, got to hold on to this because she's about to die if she keeps this up. And so when you start eating right, the body's like, oh, thank God for that. We can start like losing the fat. So it's good to know. The Empress. I'll check out PayPal and see if it's there. The Empress, the Queen of Swords, she's kind of looking away. She's closed down to the Emperor. She's kind of like, he's not doing anything. He's trapped. I don't know. I'm getting on with other things, looking away from that and all that stuff. Let's check PayPal now. Oh, yes, Dahlia, I've got yours. Connie's and then yours. Thank you for that. Yeah, so that's good. And it's nice. So I got the ingredients yesterday for chili con carne. I'm going to be making that this afternoon. So I'm in the kitchen a lot more making things. I found a recipe for flatbread, which you just like, it's so easy. You make the batter and you put it into like a squeezy container and keep it in the fridge, and then you just like pour it in. It's like a pancake, but then it raises up and separates and turns into a flatbread. Had two of them yesterday. I'm not great at it yet, at making it. I'm still trying to perfect it. That's been good. Getting in the kitchen, doing a bit more. I've got some bolognese in there, which I've been having with zucchini spirals. 2 cups. Love offer. When she's not focused. Empress. Okay, what we've got here is divine masculine around or shackled to someone who doesn't give a shit, doesn't care about how they feel at all, or about how other people feel. And lying, cheating, whatever it is that they're doing, doesn't know what to do, right? The Empress, she's kind of turned away, doing her own thing, giving up on him. And then 2 of Cups, love offer comes in. What? That's the story. Let's find out more about it. But let's find out about Dahlia first. Guidance for work. So much upheaval. I feel peace, but interested to know more. Should you look for a new job? Should Dahlia look for a new job? Yes. Let's get some advice about that. Yeah, I'm feeling really good at the moment. Apart from the lingering flu, I feel fine. It's just a little. Can you still hear it in my voice? I've got a little bit of a cough still, a little bit of a runny nose still. I was talking to one of the fighters. He trained me yesterday, English guy, and he said, "I've not seen you for ages." I'm like, "I've been sick for ages. I've not been doing anything." He said, "Oh yeah, I was sick too." So everyone's had it. And he said, "Our immune systems are going to be amazing, aren't they?" I'm like, yeah, next year. He said, because all of the people on the island, so it's just so busy here still. And everyone's bringing the stuff with them. I don't know whether this was COVID or what. It felt more like the flu to me. But it's like our immune systems are going to be excellent. Because I've been like sick 3 times this year. Hopefully my body won't, now I'm feeding it more, won't be get so sick so much. Surrender brilliant. Okay. So surrender. Yes. Surrender your job. That doesn't mean like quit. It means surrender your attachment to it. So be ready. Be ready. Keep looking for a different job, Connie, yeah. Something brilliant's going to show up, Dahlia. So kind of be ready for it. Cleanse and believe in self. Okay. You've got to believe in yourself first. So what's the stories that you're telling yourself about something amazing not being available to you? Something amazing could be available to you. Loosen your hold on your current job. Be ready to leave it behind. Get focused on something brilliant that you'd like to do, and then ask yourself, why am I telling myself that I can't have like an amazing thing? It could be, it could be anything. It could be like, oh, well, could have a belief in like, the economy is not so good, and so there's not some amazing things around. I live in Thailand. The economy's been terrible here, but it's not right now. It's really good here on the island now. But even when it was terrible, I was thinking about opening a gym because amazing things are always available. It might be that. It might be something else. You might have you'll need to question, Dahlia, of why So if you think about it, an amazing job is there available to me. And then meditate on that and see what your mind goes to. Your mind will come up with all the objections it's got to that. And that's what you need to face, because there's something about not believing in yourself or believing in it. But it says belief in self, so it'll be something about you. Yeah, I feel it too. It is. It's leading you in a new direction. Ask for a smooth transition, but you need to get prepared for it first within yourself. It's like this is saying that it's not going to show up yet because you've got these beliefs in yourself that aren't aligned with it. Just sort that out first. Okay, back to the collective, and let's see what this. Two of Cups, a love offer. With all of this going on, are you sure? Are you sure, guys? Carrots? Is this carrots? I've got carrots as well. I've got carrots in my fridge. Carrots and um, celery. Chop, chop. I didn't know you're meant to keep it in water, but now I know. Yes, it keeps it much fresher, doesn't it? And to go with my tzatziki dips, I'm going to be making more dips too. Perhaps I need a food process. Oh, they're blue ones. They're green ones. I put them back wrong last time. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. What's the story with this? It makes it very hard to believe Two Cups, a love offer is going to come in this situation. Empress is turned away, focused on someone else, something else, doing something else. She's given up on the Emperor, but you see, he's still looking her way. He's still looking her way. I went for a massage yesterday too. It's hard lying on my front without coughing. Hey, Jessica. So what's going on here? The Four of Air, Ostara, and the Six of Earth. So we'll start with the Four of Air, because that's how it came out. So this is very confusing. This seems to suggest it's someone that we've left behind. The Four of Air is about omens. Utilizing omens does not take much effort on our part. We usually don't even need to be paying particular attention, as omens are often glaringly and obviously unusual. However, the wise witch will always keep a watchful eye. The wise witch will always keep a watchful eye. Say that fast. On her environment. The answer is right in front of your eyes. So you're getting signs about something. Perhaps someone that you've turned your back on, or they're getting signs about you. Ostara. Ostara, where are you? Temperance. Flow with it, flow with it. Being at ease with life, being in the right place at the right time. Wait for it. There's all these signs, wait for it. I find it very hard. I've just let go. I think I've got someone new coming. I've just kind of let go of all those ones in the past. I don't think it's any of them. I don't even think it's BB. I don't think he's coming back. I think all the signs show that he thought, he thought he was going to get his mum house fast and all of this kind of thing. He was staying in touch with me. Now he's not in touch with me. I haven't heard from him for a while, and I'm not going to be the first one to get back in touch. And no. It's frustrating to him. He wanted to come back. But it's like, okay, universe, keeping that one away from me. Six of Earth. I'd like it to be a new person for me. I'd like it to be a new person that wants to have a gym here. Trees and forest. The Six of Earth represents moving from one place to another. This is something that helps you transition from one state to another state. It provides a touchstone that you can always return to when needed. It's a safe place that protects and also prepares you for what's to come. My King of Wands. It's not showing up yet. Although I did. Someone popped into my mind a couple of days ago. Not thought about for a very long time. He was here a long time ago when I first moved to the island, and he was interested in me. I was not in a position to be in a relationship with someone like him. It'd be right for me now. I wasn't. It wasn't right for me then. I wasn't right for him then. I was still a mess. I was drinking, partying all the time. So I don't know why he popped into my mind. I don't even know his name. I can't even remember his name. Such a long time ago. I don't know. I think we maybe had one conversation with each other. Wild. Clues. We're getting clues according to this. Perhaps divine masculine is too. We've got to be patient, and we're in the right place at the right time. There's movement going to happen. Right place at the right time. Interesting. Hey, Jessica. Dahlia, I just got your email. So PayPal's been really slow, so if I don't see your donations first, don't blame me, it's PayPal. It comes through eventually. Interesting, cards coming out in threes. This one again, the Ace of Air. I love this card. Well, her energy, Divine Feminine's energy, is making an impact on the Divine Masculine now. As he's sleeping. We were told to hold our energy, weren't we? Because it's affecting the Divine Masculine, and not go into that doubt. Remain positive. Ace of Air. The Ace of Air represents divine guidance. The universe wishes to provide information to give it freely as a gift. However, we must be receptive and cultivate a quiet mind, or the gift is lost. Settle down, quit striving, and just receive. Okay. Then we've got this one. What do you call it? Samban? Something like that. The moon. Almost lost my voice on Monday. By the time I finished work, I didn't have much left in me. I feel the same thing's going to happen today. Here we go. She accepts the darkness without fear, but with respect. So it's the unknown. It's the moon card. It's darkness, the unknown, reflection, preparation, strong spiritual connections, communication between realms, 5D stuff going on. Your energy is affecting the masculine here. And the Hierophant, Book of Shadows. Nothing is written in stone here, but we'll always be pulled toward what's right for us, right? And we get to write in our Book of Shadows what it is that we want to experience next. But the universe will always pull us, give us signs to, and pull us with our feelings to what is right for us. And so it's that beautiful mix of free will and destiny at play here. Our path. Our sacred path. The word Hierophant comes from the Greek word tahira, meaning holy or sacred, and phainin, meaning to show, to bring to light, bringing the sacred to light. But in paganism, no one does this. What the hell? Reveals the sacred to us. We've got to find it in ourselves. not changed, Jessica. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. And what the guides were saying on Monday was that it was good Monday. You should watch it. That divine feminine. We've been living in a society where we've had to tune into our divine masculine. We've had to, in order to make money and stuff like that, and have a house and have food on the table. We've had to learn how to be in our masculine. We've learned how to be a whole people because we've had to. Society has meant that we've had to. Otherwise, we'd die. We wouldn't have a house. We wouldn't have food. But so we've become whole people ready to be able to have a good relationship, right? You've got to be a whole person first, which means that you need to have developed your masculine and your feminine energies, mastered them somewhat. Divine masculine, well, masculine, let's call them masculine. Masculines, however, have not needed to develop their feminine. Well, not yet. You would think, well, society hasn't asked them to develop feminine for like work or you know, for money or roof over the head or anything like that. And feminine hasn't even required it of the masculine for relationships, which is what they should. So there's been no compulsion for masculines to develop their feminine side, to, you know, do the inner work, to sort themselves out emotionally and all that kind of stuff, because they've been able to get their needs met, their relationship needs met without doing that. So masculine's got some catching up to do. So there's going to be a lot of waiting for the divine feminine, because it's like, okay, I'm whole. That's what's gone on, right? It's like, okay, I'm whole. We're high functioning now. I heard a relationship coach saying that. It's like there's a problem now. We've got a lot of high functioning women who are well rounded, that are whole people, going, well, where's our relationships then? Where's the men? Where's the men that have done the same thing? And they're not there. They're not at that point yet. So that's what it's about. You're so over it. Me too. But it's interesting hearing what the guides say. I'm hardly focused on it at all. I'm very easy about it now. Like, people get in touch with me on Tinder and I'm just like, I'm not pushing it. I'm like, can I fit you in? Is it worth fitting you in? 9 of Earth, happy enough where we are. Happy enough where we are. We're in our field, chewing our cud. We've got this house, the field, and we've got our food, the grass, and we're just like happy enough where we are. Then what? 2 of Cups. The Mother of Water. She's like, bring it on. Bring on some emotional stuff. Some emotional depth. Bring it on. Is that what she's saying? She brings down the rain. She nourishes relationships and feelings that are needed for life to flourish. So she wants a relationship. Then, 9 of Water. Lakshmi, abundance. Abundance of emotional stuff, huh? Or is it just about abundance? 9 of Water. Sidetracked at the moment. You know, probably the universe is just keeping the divine feminines occupied with other things at the moment while divine masculines get their shit together. 9 of Water promises increased prosperity, both material and spiritual, as well as others to share it with. Blessings and gifts and revelations abound as if from nowhere, simple in response to your own generous actions and simple requests. Do the work and good things come. Oh, wait, nothing's ready. I know, but think of it this way. It's evolution. If to have a healthy relationship, we need to become whole people first. What gives us the shove, the push to become a whole person? It's things like society going, you're worthless as a woman, you have to become like a man. to have anything in your life. Otherwise, no house, no food for you. And so we do it, right? Or we're emotionally in a mess, traumatized and all of that. And that gets bad enough, the consequences of that get bad enough for us to become a whole person, to heal ourselves, to deal with that stuff, right? It comes from adversity. Now, if the universe wants healthy relationships, wants us to become healthy, both masculine and feminine, to become healthy, whole people, and then get into a relationship with each other, how's it going to do that? It's going to give us the challenges to make it so. So, feminine has had those challenges, right? When is divine masculine going to get challenged? Well, very difficult society to challenge them because they've been favored, right? Which is detrimental to them. It's been a detriment to their growth. As I said, why would they even need to sort their emotional stuff out if there's still women around that will get into a relationship with them and do it for them or put up with that shit? There's no reason. So it requires the divine feminine to get herself into a place first where she's fully strong, and she's just like, no. She's like, no, I'm not doing that because I'm happy enough where I'm at, right? In other words, this is putting the onus on divine feminine to stand up for what it is that we want. It's like, okay, the divine masculine needs challenging. Divine feminine, when are you going to challenge the divine masculine? When are you going to stop just pandering to him and letting him get away with all of his crap? When are you going to actually stand up and say, you got to do better? You can't have your relationship needs met. You can't be with me. You can't have nice things until you've done this. So that's what it's about, Jessica. The universe can only do so much. We've got to play our part. And until we become this Queen of Swords, like, no, you can't have me. They've got no reason to sort that stuff out, you know? It's like my ex. When his mum died, he just wanted to be with me, not in a relationship. He can't have a relationship because he's an addict. So it's all great, it's all good and great if I go around and see him, but he would never come around and see me. He can't do anything outside of his house because he's an addict. But I go around there, and yeah, it's super generous. It's great to me when I'm around there, and super generous and all of that, and takes care of me and all of that, yes. But when his mum died, and I wanted to be there for him, of course, because he's Pisces, crybaby. And but I noticed, he would be like stuffed up, everyone else there, and then as soon as they're gone, he would fall into pieces in my arms and then pour it all out to me. And it got super burdeny. And I said to him, like, this is not okay. It's like, who else do you talk to about this stuff, the emotional stuff? It was just like, my mum. It was my mum. I'm like, and now it's just me? Like, this is too much. I'm not even your girlfriend. This is too much. This is not okay. This is not okay to dump all of this stuff on a woman. Start talking with your friends about it. This is not okay. And so I took a step back, as much as it hurt me to leave him when he's in such a vulnerable place and is relying on me for all of that. I had to stand to that and say, look, this is just not okay. I asked him, what do you talk to your friends about then? He said, we talk about partying, we talk about girls. I'm like, seriously? Seriously, you've got to start talking about these things. And that was my call to him, to start dealing with those emotional stuff. Perhaps we're supposed to be the wave of aligned women to make the men change, yes. Perhaps we are. Happy enough. And it's probably going to happen in waves. It's not like there's that many women that are becoming whole, but a hell of a lot more than men. Yeah, it feels like there's got to be a tipping point, right? That's what seemed to make sense to me based on what the guides have been saying. Iced coffee next. Oh, the sun's heated it up. Okay. Which sucks, doesn't it? But there we go. Sometimes I've got to play our part. Okay. I want to not do miserable ladies. I want to use the Starchild tarot. Feminine shift was huge. Yeah. It is. We're leading the way. We're the leaders. Yay. And you know what's disappointing is when you listen to law of attraction teachers and you go like, oh, I should be able, like, what I want, it should be there right now. It's like, that's not the way evolution works. COVID did change a lot, yeah. And now it freaks me out when I'm looking around going, there's not anyone that's good enough for me. And I start second guessing myself going like, am I just being a complete bitch? Thinking that I'm too good for everyone? And it's like, now I know what it is that I deserve, and I see that there are some out there, you know? There are some, but I don't see them here, and it's like, come on, guys. But yeah, not getting to be with me unless you do. So, help us girls out, guides, please. 4 cards. Oh. Okay, we've got 4 cards. Let me show you what they are. Excuse me. It's the 9 of Swords, the card of anxiety, sleepless nights. Yes, they exist. Doesn't mean that they're ready yet, though. 2 of Cups, counterpart, love offer. The Tower, and then the Lovers. What a combination of cards. Let's read it. The 9 of Swords. And remember, I was saying help us girls out. The 9 of Swords indicates a state of inner disharmony and habitual worrying. It can also reflect anxiety, insomnia, or psychological fear, with deceits of the imagination that are hindering your overall health and perspective. Things may not necessarily be as bad as you think, or perhaps you're being too hard on yourself. Seek counsel and connect with people you love. If there's an issue that's bothering you, address it head on in order to release the attachments you've made. This card may also indicate that it will be important for you to stop worrying about others or their views and opinions. Know that you deserve to be happy and that a positive outcome is closer than you think. Fear, illusion, despair, isolation, anxiety, depression. So, if that's where you're at right now, you might be blowing things out of proportion in a negative way, which limits your view of positivity and love. How can you rise above the stress you're experiencing? Your state of despair is not healthy and may only cause more pain in the long run. Take a deep breath and broaden your perspective of this situation. It may be that very soon all of this will be behind you. It's time to make a positive change. Do not be afraid to ask for help. The 2 of Cups comes after that. What does the 2 of Cups say in this deck? This is a card of partnerships, love, deep friendships. It represents a strong mutual connection and an affinity for positive, loving respect. I got that. I got that with many people now. What I don't have is the romance. Oh. I've got more love and respect and all of that. than ever right now, but not romance. In fact, the guys are kind of stay away from me. The ones that would give it a go don't. They back down, they back off. Then they recognize that I'm out of their league. You've released any blockages that have been exerting pressure on you, and now you can breathe and relax. The Two of Cups is also a card of new beginnings and budding romance. It may indicate an early phase when two people first meet, lost in a wave of infatuation. You know, I'm thinking, because this reading focuses first on the Empress, saying that they're kind of shackled to someone they're not divine feminine, they're shackled to an undivine feminine there, someone that doesn't give a shit about their heart. I'm just wondering if there's a few. I wonder if we've got a few. I wonder if we've got a few divine masculines potential in our past, and our energy, holding our energy, is really affecting them. They want to step up. They know that they need to step up to be with us, and they want to. We've given up on them. We've given up on them. We're like, oh, they're not doing it, and turned away, which gives them even more reason to do it, right? Masculine needs a reason to do this stuff, to heal themselves, to sort themselves out, to step up, and all of that. I wonder if we've all got a few budding romance. Starts in a lost in a wave of infatuation, as these things do, right? And we think this one's going to be it. They're going to step up, and then they don't. They don't ever get out of the stuff that they're doing. It's like, damn, another one bites the dust. But perhaps they're all still striving, because perhaps you're the only divine feminine that got their eye on, and they know what once you've seen that something is available that is a completely different energy that you know before, and you think, I could have that, there's no going back from that. There's no going back from that. There's no going back to what you had before. There just isn't. So perhaps we are giving a lot of them giving a lot of them a reason to do this. So, it starts with infatuation. It's a dreamlike state where long-term goals may not be so clear. On another note, the Two of Cups may also represent the emergence of self-love. It's the understanding that in order to be happy in a relationship, you must first and foremost love yourself and be a whole person yourself. This card may also identify a need for compromise, or a choice that will have to be made in order to come to a comfortable solution between two people. The Tower. Woo! Just assumed you're in lockdown by the universe. The Tower indicates a period of complete or sudden change. When it happens, it's going to happen suddenly. What I think we've got here is the divine feminine got herself to a place of stability. We're still working on ourselves, because the guides say, oh, but you've got to stop that doubting. We've got to stop the doubting stuff. We've got to get clearer on this bigger picture and stop that doubting and remain in that energy, that constant energy. So there is still work for us to do. Call ourselves divine feminines, but we're not out of the woods yet. It's too bright. And now I've lost my mind. What was I saying? Divine masculine going through a process. Well, the divine masculines in the making, going through a process, doing inner work on themselves, while trying to get them out of the situations that they were in that were providing all the lessons, all the stuff that they don't want. They're on that path. Tower. Tower indicates a period of complete or sudden change. But my point being, they might be doing the inner work before the outer change happens. Yeah, of course they will. That's the way it works, right? The Tower indicates a period of complete or sudden change. You may experience a sense of insecurity or loss, as if your world has been flipped upside down. This can also denote situations in which the mind, body, and spirit are not working in harmony due to passive or unhealthy life choices. Passive choices, huh? Unhealthy life choices. It would seem that way, right? In this situation. Rigid thinking, isolation, or ignoring the challenges along the way may inevitably reach a breaking point. Wow, shit's gonna hit the fan. This is for the masculine. The Tower encourages you to examine old patterns or systems of belief, leading to fresh perspectives that are transformational and positive in the long run. Masculine's going through a lot right now. This card may also indicate a breakthrough in consciousness, which allows you to recognize your own personal growth through purging of unnecessary burdens in your life. What's the greater lesson to be learned? Know that for every difficult situation we face, we're forced to grow from experience. Liberation comes from letting go and moving forward. And sometimes to do this, we have to hit a low point. Pretty much every time, I think we have to hit a low point. Without the dark, there's no light. Abandoning of old relationships. You see, a loss of stability. Yes, the Emperor's turning away, Queen of Swords, cutting it out, just going, well, he's not the one, man. Moving away, distancing herself, withdrawing her energy completely, has got him wanting it even more. And then the Lovers. I will be in my masculine energy until one comes along. I wasn't in my masculine. BB brought me out of my masculine energy because he became the masculine energy for me. But we've got to be whole people. There's nothing I would like more than being my feminine energy and have but someone needs to be doing the masculine for me to do that, right? We need to be it all and be balanced. And then get together with someone that is doing it all for themselves and balanced. And then together you can be more in your feminine, they can be more in the masculine. But when you've got a masculine that needs you to be in the feminine because they need you to do the feminine stuff for them because they can't do it themselves, that's when we go like, oh, I'll be codependent then and I'll do it for you. We don't want to do that, right? It's not a matter of becoming feminine first. It's a matter of being balanced, and then when they've come in, that's when you can get into your feminine energy. You don't just get in your feminine energy and surrender to anybody. That's a silly thing to do. You do it when somebody comes in and they offer to be that energy for you. So it's not about that. You're wrong, Dahlia. It's not that I'm in my masculine energy, because I'm not. I'm in my balanced energy. You see me when I'm working. Yes, I'm in the masculine energy when I'm working, for sure. We all are. We all are in our masculine energy when we're working. We have to. That's the way it works. But when we are, in relationship, no. But only with one that has got that balance, right? That's what happened on my date with BB, and he told me straight away. We were dancing on the beach. He told me straight away, hey, who's leading here? And that's when I realized, oh yeah. And I surrendered to him because he was taking the lead. And he wanted to do that, and he recognized it straight away. And that's when I was like, yes, you can be the masculine for me. And I did. I went straight into my feminine then, and I really enjoyed it. It was really refreshing to have a masculine. And it was taking care of me. Like when we'd go out, he would like walk in the road for me. There's no pavements here. So, he'd be on the car side. Just stuff like that, to show me that he was taking care of me. It allowed me to get into the feminine. It was really nice. We shouldn't just get into the feminine when we haven't got someone to be the masculine for us. That's a stupid thing to do. That's what you guys have been saying too. Is not ready yet. I think it's someone new for me too. But kind of good if we are providing the, you know, the reason for divine masculines to get to that divine status. Because we're not just divine. Do you know what I mean? To me, divine feminine, it's not just every feminine, it's the ones that have done the work on themselves and got themselves to that balance and that alignment. Same with the masculine. It's hardly any divine masculines around at all. Hardly any divine feminines around. So then we've got the lovers after the tower. The lovers is an important relationship may be present in your life or near future. This could indicate a deep platonic friendship or romantic love. It's the establishment of mutual respect and adoration that exists between two individuals as they honor and share personal beliefs and life values. It may also be the self-realization of what is truly meaningful and spiritual through experiencing one another, mind, body, and spirit. This strong and loving support gives you the safety and freedom to share your thoughts and feelings with this person. The choices you make, however, may greatly affect your future. So it's important to also think them through on an individual level. I'm losing my voice. The choices you make, however, may greatly affect your future. So it's important to also think them through on an individual level. Remember to mutually honor and celebrate your life paths. This will in turn bring strength back into your relationships time and time again. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen, but something needs to change. Something big needs to change first. I think there could be many. And I think we've been instigating quite a few of them. And who knows if the one that ends up with us, who's as lucky as being able to end up with us, is any of those that we are instigating ourselves, or perhaps ones that I'm instigating will end up with you, or, you know, whatever. But it feels right somehow that we're playing a couple of roles here. The universe is using us to heal. But that's everyone, isn't it, though? That's everyone. That includes like the narcissists and the abusers and all of them. They're the ones that have been helping us to heal. So they're not ready yet. But they're getting there. And it's going to be a surprise when they do. That's very weak coffee. Okay. Do we want to know where the divine masculine's at the moment? Where's the divine masculine at the moment? Anyone else want a mini read? Because I am about to finish. Is encountering conflict. Divine masculine is encountering conflict at the moment. I don't choose sides. I take a stand. So it's like he's plucking up the courage to take a stand. And be different and make change. Sharing shame. Ooh. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. It's ashamed. Should be too. Thinking of all the ones in our past that had the potential to be divine masculines that didn't step up. So, feeling shameful, countering conflict, sharing shame, allowing himself to see beyond his beliefs and ideas. So he's questioning his beliefs and his ideas and allowing him to see beyond that, opening his mind. And awakening inspired action is feeling the need for change. There is only what life is asking of me. being brought back to it again and again. He knows that he needs to do it. And like I said, there's no going back. There's no going back. As soon as you have like raised yourself up in some kind of way, there's no going back there. You can't turn back and accept what is. You can't go for something else. And I'm not just talking about anyone that's like had their eye on you or whatever. Someone that's someone that believed that they could be with you and took those steps. It's those ones. There's no going back for them. They might try and go back, but they'll never be satisfied with what was before. So they've got that. It's that omens. There's signs and omens for them to make that change. It won't leave them alone. Even if they turn their back on you, there'll be another one that instigates that change in them. So the universe is working on them to do it, to make that change. It's not ideal, this. The cards flip over a lot. That's what I've got. Wow. Well, there's hope. I would be like this at the moment now. Happy in your life with your own stuff and things like that. Comes out of the blue when we're not looking. No point in focusing on it because it's all divine masculines now. We just got to hold our ground. Just hold your ground, be your energy. You'll be surprised at who you're affecting and what you're affecting. But yeah, I wouldn't expect anything to happen in a hurry. I've got the Tower card and then the Two of Cups too. It's going to come out of the blue when it comes because it's going to be a divine masculine who's been doing the inner work, doing the inner work, and then ready, bam, and makes a move, takes that inspired action. That could be at any point because that's a matter of courage. When are they going to take the leap? When are you going to jump into the pool? I remember when I was having my first swimming lesson with that, they were taking my armbands off me. I remember the teacher dragging me to the pool and I didn't want to get in. And I was like, it's dragging me to the pool to throw me in without my armbands. And I was terrified. Teachers in the 70s, hey? And then after that, learning how to dive in the pool. My God, I wonder how long I would spend at the side of the pool before I actually took that dive. It was a long time, I think. I took a long time to make decisions to like get in the pool. So think of it that way. And when it happens, it's going to be all of a sudden when he's got the courage to do it. So all those pick a card reads where it's like they're trapped, they're stuck in a situation, all of that kind of thing. It's them. It's them that we're talking about. And like I say, there could be a few of them for you. And me. All of us. Thanks everyone for coming along. Let's do it all over again on Friday, in 2 days' time. Thanks for your donations. And I will be doing a pick a card read today, putting it out later today. It will be how they feel about you. So check that one out later on my YouTube channel. Join our Facebook group if you're not already in there to stay in touch, and click like on this video before you check out of here too. That helps me out. And subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. The cats are fighting. Chicken didn't show up. Surprises me. She's already been in today, but anyway, have a good one, everybody. I will see you on Friday. Oh, Simran, yes you can. Hurry, hurry, hurry. If anyone else wants a mini read, get yourself in. I'll stick around. We'll go see what the cats are doing. No, you're not too late. You can do that. So, if anyone else wants a mini read, get your donations in. Check out that pinned comment. I'll stick around for a few minutes while you all do that. Simran's going to do it anyway, so we'll wait for that one to come through. And I'll see what the cats are. What's going on with the cats? Well, the cicadas are screaming. Cats are, I don't know, can't see them anyway. No worries, Simran, you get that donation in. What are you doing, PayPal? I need to check in there because it's slow today with the emails. Rid of all of that. Doo-doo-doo. Got Connie's got Dahlia's, not got yours yet. Here it is. Simran, thank you. What's your question, Simran? I've got your donation. Thank you for that. If anyone else wants one, get your donations in while I'm doing Simran's. Is it about work? Is your question about work, Simran? Yes. How's Steve doing? What's going on with him? Steve. Is Steve going to take action towards Simran? No. Why? What's up with Steve? What's going on with Steve then? Steve feels like he's got options. I'm limitless, feeling it. Options, it doesn't have to be with other people, it could be work options and stuff like that. There's a lot, not necessarily a lot going on in his life, but a lot available in his life. It's actually not a nice feeling that I'm getting from this. It's that feeling like someone's like, well, I can do whatever I want kind of thing. Feeling limitless right now. There she is. Chicken cat. Moving away, knowing. Okay. So, yeah, he's not necessarily, I'm just going to let the cat in. He's not necessarily thinking, oh, it's hot out there. It's not necessarily thinking that he needs to settle down or come forward or make any particular moves. He's, the, it's a kind of feeling like a free spirit, I can do anything that I want kind of thing. It feels to me like bachelor kind of an energy, you know, that kind of, oh, why would I want to settle down when I can do this or that or this or go traveling or do, you know, or all kinds of other things. Change, yeah, feeling the pull of change, but not necessarily the same change as you'd want. So I think that's why it's no. Not at the moment anyway. I mean, those things might fall through for him, but it's kind of feeling like he's got a lot going for himself and there's a lot available to him and he doesn't need to do things he doesn't necessarily want to at the moment. That's what it is. I would move on if I were you as well with that energy. It's not that good at energy. It feels a little bit arrogant. It feels a little bit arrogant. There's some icky energy there in Steve at the moment. Yeah, yeah. Move on. Um, because, as I said in that reading, if you're holding your energy and you know what you deserve and all of that, and you turn away from them, well, if you are what they actually want, they'll feel the energy rift, and it might instigate them to make the changes or to change their mind, or to change the perspective in some kind of a way. But don't do it for that. But you might be instigating that in Steve. So yeah, be fine. Okay. Thanks everyone for coming along. Thank you, Simran, for that. And I will see you guys on Friday. Have a good one. Bye.